Hey everybody, and welcome to the daily card reading for Wednesday or Thursday, the 7th of May of 2026. So as with these, take what resonates, leave it doesn't. This is for the collective. As always with these, like, comment, share, follow, subscribe. If you'd like a personalized reading or have any comments, questions, concerns, please feel free to get a hold of me via DM or via comment at Randy Star 747 on TikTok, Randy Mintaka 93 on YouTube, and the Mintaka Experience on Facebook page. Right now, I'm not going to be able to go live on TikTok until about May 8th or May 9th because of one of their silly violations that I got for experiencing something and sharing it. So I'm going to pull one card for the morning, one card for the afternoon, and one card for the evening. Morning will be midnight until the afternoon. Afternoon will be afternoon until evening, and evening will be evening time until the 8th and on midnight. I'm playing with the Oracle Tarot deck. So let's get started. So we have the reversed Queen of Cups, or the reversed Phoenix, for the beginning of the day. So it looks like a creative block or a creative vision is being blocked or barricaded or secretive. Looks like you might be being creative and artsy about leaving a situation or an emotionally abusive relationship, or you might be dealing with a lot of like spiritual narcissism or emotional narcissism or internalized homophobia within yourself. It looks like you are having to make a lot of choices. There's a lot of destruction and a lot of chaos around within you, especially like with emotions and with feelings and with how you appear to others, how they perceive what you do and what you say and how you say it. Even if they know you, they can still say, yes, I understand that that's how you normally talk, but it still sounds like you're giving off attitude or whatever the case may be. Refusing to learn, denying science, trying to outperform someone, or acting like someone is acting when it's not an act, it's who they are. Refusing to write poetry or having a block on poetry or art or creative writing practices due to being overwhelmed with requests or being underwhelmed with the lack of responses that you get from your creative visions and your creative endeavors. It looks like there's somebody that's emotionally manipulative, somebody that's older than you but not as emotionally mature as you, might have a lower EQ than you. It looks like well-being and personal health and love and relationships are going to be the most impacted and the most important throughout the morning. Looks like refusing to listen to your intuition or avoiding your intuitive practices before 2 in the morning, or trying to make them wait till 8 in the morning before responding to them. Has been impacting your spiritual desires and has been impacting your creative endeavors. If a guide gets to you between 2 and 6 in the morning and you still need sleep, then that's one thing. But if it's an emergency, have some sort of code or some sort of password they can give you so that you know that they're there for a reason. If you want a non-negotiable, don't bug me at night no matter what, then set that boundary up there. Make sure that you are being highly appropriate with your boundaries. It looks like no one's faking it, no one's being inauthentic, but it does feel like someone's emotionally unavailable or emotionally detached due to like a past endeavor or a past love life or a past relationship that didn't work out properly. It looks like losing out on the chance to be a mother, or being called out for being a bad mother, or having your mother raise your child because you weren't ready to be a mother just yet, or raising a child when you know you're not ready, or raising yourself because you lack a mother figure, or the people around you lack feminine energy regardless of their gender identity. It looks like there's going to be some form of hiding and escapism, putting your heads in the clouds, trying to escape from the harms that it did. Your head is in the clouds and you're being very phantasmal and very idealistic when it comes to things. So it's not that you don't have an imagination that's very active, but working through your active imagination practices and using them to your advantage would be your best bet and can help you manifest a stronger desire and help you get out there more. It also looks like narcissistic tendencies within like mothers or within like control tactics or power dynamics can fall into play, like if you live under their roof but you don't pay them rent, or if you took them in because they're not feeling well and they're hard of age and they don't want them to go to a home, or somebody that is maternally close to you on your, like your mother's side, that might be overly dramatic when it comes to things, or calling you overly dramatic when you're just being your normal self. It looks like the Four of Wands is reversed too. What this means is there's a lot of dissolution of marriages, possible thefts, breakups, refusal and withdrawal from like sexual endeavors, or refusing to identify in a certain way, or refusing to deal with a mother or an aunt or a great aunt, or somebody that does not accept your gender identity, or does not accept your sexuality, or does not accept you for who you are on a base level. It looks like a lot of gossip and rumors have gotten into someone's ears, and now it's just a lot of brain rot or brain worm going on. They haven't been very loud about what they've heard or who's telling them what, but they're believing what they hear around the grapevine when it doesn't come from you. You already have an inkling of what I'm talking about or what exactly I'm meaning. You don't know everything, and you don't know everything that's out in front of you. You don't know who everybody is spiritually or physically sometimes. It looks like sometimes you disassociate, or you don't recognize somebody, or it's like one of those go-to moments of somebody that I used to know kind of a deal going on. Let's see. It looks like refusing to answer or getting answers about things that you already knew the answer to. Answers about Earth or about your divine purpose have been going unheeded or unanswered because you're either asking the wrong person, or you're getting busy and distracted, or you're being illogical, and you need to gain some pragmatic abilities. You need to be practical about things. You need to be reasonable. Refusing to rest, refusing to sleep, refusing to let certain emotions take a break can also be within the day and within the morning as well, especially between like midnight and 2 p.m. It looks like avoiding or refusing talking to the divine due to the loudness around you, or due to needing complete silence in order to focus properly, can be impacting and influencing the energies as well, especially for those like Cancerian energies in the 11th or 12th house. So any Cancer ruled or Cancer run energies within those dynamics. Looks like by 7 p.m. You'll have a lot of emotional overwhelm due to needing to write things down and create some poetry, but not knowing what to write about, or not knowing how to phrase things, and being too focused on the semantics. Being too focused on the semantics can harm the impact that you're going for. Let's see. Refusing to live wildly and take animalistic behaviors as normal endeavors and normal tendencies. Picking the bear over the human can be seen as a challenge to some people. Challenging your territory, challenging your mindset. Your home life is going to feel wrecked, like home wrecking sticks out. Not necessarily like infidelity, but like fighting in the home, domestic violence, disputes, financial extortion, sexual coercion, rape, threats of unaliving, or threats of SI or HI. It looks like having an inflated ego or a high case of depression is causing a lot of spiralistic attitudes and endeavors throughout the emotions and feelings department, subconsciously, whether or not you are aware of that or not. It does look like refusing to speak to certain animal guides, or being afraid of anthropomorphic beings can be hindering your progress. So work on your fears of anthropomorphic beings and animal guides. Make sure that you are fully immersed in what you're doing. It looks like somebody's trying to uproot you from the home, or has been trying to uproot you from the home within the last 4 days. Five of Swords is the last card today. And what this means is that there's a sense of betrayal going on in the evening. A victim will be exposed. Playing victim or being a victim, half lies, half truths, lying by omission, white lies, conflict of interest, or feeling like there's a competition between them and another person. This feels like Aquarian energy within the evening, so like frequency driven, aloofness, mysterious, very decisive, very linguistic, driven by innovation and inventiveness, very good with wordplay and building up bridges and building up tower moments and building you up to your full potential. It looks like high towers, castles, and cities are important, so like Bishop's Castle, Sears Tower, New York City, for example, Mexico City, Colorado Springs, names that have the word city in them. Wounds that are rotten and or infected are going to be prominent, like spiritual parasites, spiritual attacks, spiritual bugs and insects are going to be afflicting people with consecutively over the course of a few days. Certain eyes that are keen can see it, otherwise you might be feeling it with like apathy and indifference and emotional unavailability and the inability to create art and sciences and such. Maggots are very important. They eat dead skin. Maggots are also a term that is demeaning and derogatory, so degradation or being in the military or somebody that has been in the military, whether in the past or in a past life, may be coming through between like 5 p.m. and 4:35 in the morning on the 8th. It looks like eating red meat and cooking raw food and eating raw vegetables and fruits can be very helpful, but also make sure that you're washing them properly, make sure that you're taking care of your fruits and vegetables, make sure that you are cooking your food thoroughly so you don't get sick off of everything that is happening. Height and high-powered jobs like CEOs, executive producers, middle management up to higher management are going to be highly affected, or might be reaching out to like a presidency position in the spirit realm or a God position in the spirit realm. Lyran star seeds, Horsehead star seeds, Horsehead Nebula, those that have like Lyran backgrounds or feline backgrounds, those that work with felines and with horses. There seems to be a war or a battlefront that requires majesty, nobility, and humility coming up within the next 5 days. So by the 12th, that this is going to prepare you for. Make sure that you are fully immersed in your endeavors. Childlike wonder, childhood endeavors, fame, fortune, reputation, and even speaking in truth and being honest about things. Blunt honesty, radical honesty, and being forthright and direct with communication are your best bet. 14s and 18s are very important. So between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m., there's going to be some form of emotional tie or emotional bond or emotional connection that you have. Empathically or telepathically, somebody might be communicating with you. Not physically, though. There seems to be no physical contact with this person. There seems to be no trust between you two. There's no loyalty between you two either. There's a lot of pent-up rage and aggression in one party and possibly a lack of action in another. There's a lot of high emotions in one party and hypersensitivity in one party, and then the other party is very emotionally detached and emotionally unavailable due to the events that transpired. It looks like everybody is speaking in good faith, but due to this emotions being suffocating and the emotional maturity of the divine feminine within the body, there's some hindrances there. So basically everybody has divine feminine and divine masculine energy. It's time to focus on healing the divine feminine wound. Overall, it seemed to be a day full of high emotions, a lot of work emotionally, empathically, telepathically, and it looks like being brutally honest about betraying and betrayal is going to be the key factor and the big influencer throughout the day. That's what I get for the 7th of May of 2026 for Thursday for the collective. So as with these though, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Thanks for joining, and I hope to see you on my live at the Mintalk Experience.